What's up? I washed my shoes yesterday. Should I show these shoes on? I don't know. Should I show these things on camera? I don't know. Let me see though. I'm not really hard on my shoes at all. I don't know how professional that was. I can't stand to wear shoes and they get, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I can't stand to wear shoes and they got odor to them. I don't like that. That's one thing I think I take more pride in my hair and then my clothes. I really do. And my shoes. I think that's the only thing I'm good at taking pride in is my shoes and my hair. But my clothes and stuff, it's like I don't care. You know. And when it comes down to like let's say like of course we all have to take baths and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Of course we all have to, But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you have some people that they just don't have a lot of pride or should I say, take a lot of pride in in certain things. Now there are certain things that I neglect. You know what I'm saying? Now the background I came from a background to where the older ones, you wasn't coming at the house looking any kind of way. That's the background I came from. I think my mother told me that my grandmother was like that. When they was kids, if you came, you wasn't coming out looking any kind of way. They made, what I mean? They made sure that, from what I was told and taught, they say that appearance tells a lot about you. People say that, but I never paid it no attention. To me, I acknowledge it that I have a family tradition like that. My family, especially on my parents' side, you know what I mean? Now, on my daddy's side, I really don't really know because I haven't really talked to the people on my daddy's side like that. My dad, he died when I was very young. I was real young. I ain't even got into my youth good. I mean, I don't know. No, well, I don't know. I can't say that. I would say that I wasn't even. I didn't know what life was. I was 15 when he died. So that's like they consider 15 as a baby. You know what I mean? Even at 15, you're a baby. So you are, I guess. But I think the last days that I really wasn't around my father as much. My father, I don't know, he was just Pop, you know what I'm saying? He was just Dad, all I call him, but as far as me knowing much about him, the only thing that I hope y'all don't hear that. I hope y'all don't hear that. Let me shut this up. I hope y'all didn't hear that. Let me know if y'all heard it in the comment section. But my father, the only thing that I remember about him is that he walked to the corner store and he bought us little snacks and stuff. That's all I can remember. And I think I remember one time I was 15 and he was like 43 at the time. My daddy died in 89. And I used to be into like Walt Disney stories and stuff, like reading the Walt Disney stories, listening to those Walt Disney stories. And I think 15, that was pretty, you don't see 15-year-olds into like, I don't know, you can't say I don't know, but I was into it, like the cartoon stories and stuff. But he when he looked at that, I showed him what I listened to. He said, "You need to get your Bible and read it." Because one thing I do remember that when I came into his room, he always would have a Bible sitting at the head of his bed. You know where your pillow be at? He would have the Bible open like this, and he would have it sitting right there. And he would just, from what I see, So from what I saw back then, I visualized in my mind that from what I see, he was a spiritual person. You know what I mean? But I didn't know much about my granddad at all. You know what I'm saying? So right now, what I'm actually doing, I'm trying to like talk to the people that's on my daddy's side now. They're still around. You know what I mean? And I try to, like interact with them on a regular basis and stuff. So we've been so used to being divided in this country, it affected us in that way from having that, because of the so-called white man, put us in these conditions that we are, their ancestors did, and then they're repeating the patterns of what their ancestors have done. You know what I'm saying? So we still is affected even to this day in 2019, So that's all basically I can remember about him and from what people tell me. But as far as like I have been around him as much, I haven't been around him as much. But I do know in my heart, based upon what I seen, that he was a spiritual person. You know what I mean? He was a spiritual person, and and that's all I think me and my brothers remember about it. He didn't bother nobody unless some people bothered him. You know what I mean? He wasn't the type to just go around and just pick on people and stuff. But I didn't get a chance to be around him as much as I should have to ask him some questions. I think I visualized if my dad would have been living today, I think I would be asking him I think I'd be asking a lot of questions. I definitely would share the information that I know now with him. I couldn't even visualize how he would respond to it. You know what I mean? Like, I think I know my mother. She told me, she said, "Boy, if you told your daddy you wasn't the way you was talking, boy, he would." I don't know. I don't know how that would turn out. All I can do is just visualize what I think might would go down. But when you ain't really just been around people like that, you really don't know how they're capable of responding. But from what I do know, based upon my trait, he was honest, and he spoke his mind. He spoke his mind, and I noticed that about the people on my dad's side. Their culture was they believe in they express themselves right away. They didn't believe in like going behind your side or your back and saying things, whatever issue that they are problem that they don't like about you, they'll just let you know up front, even when they first see you. You see what I'm saying? I'm one of those people. I'm like this. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I just don't like you. It's just that's just me. Yeah. So I don't know. I hopefully I did a horrible job in explaining myself in this video. But if I did, there's nothing I can do about it. But as far as my dad, from what I get out of him, he lived the best that he knew how for the Most High. Even though I did not get a chance to develop my mind to where it is now, and I didn't know that my mind, thinking on like Hebrew Israelites in the Bible, I didn't even never know what the Bible was. You know what I'm saying? And even though my life is at this point, you see what I'm saying? And my father died years ago. He wasn't but 43 and I was 15 at the time. That was in 89. That was in 89. and he died of lung cancer. That's what he died. I think I failed to say that. I think I should have put that in there first. He died of lung cancer. He smoked cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? And I think about it now. I think about it now. It saddens me a little bit, but it's been years ago. So, and maybe because I wasn't around him as much. You see what I'm saying? To actually got to just actually communicate with him because he was weak and stuff, and he couldn't hardly talk because he was struggling with the lung cancer sicknesses that he had, you know, and stuff. I think that as far as when it comes to the smoking, drinking, and all that, I don't do that. I think I got that side from my parent, my mother, because she don't smoke, she don't drink, she don't do none of that. So I think I took that side of the culture of her not smoking and drinking and stuff like that because I don't like it. I remember one time I was like 13 years old. I called myself wanting to smoke a cigarette, and I smoked it, and I just, for some reason, I just threw it down. I ain't finished the whole thing. I just throw it down at 13. I said, nah, I'm saying I puffed one time because I said the smoke was so strong. You see what I'm saying? And I'm sitting up there like, ooh, ooh. I just threw it down. Drinking and stuff. I was like beer and stuff. I think I sipped it when I was about 13 years old. I said, ooh, this is nasty. And I drank a couple, I tasted a couple of sips, and I said, this is nasty. And I just did, it just wasn't me. That's why you never see me drink or smoke. You don't never see me do it in my videos. Some people probably do, but I just don't. I'm not an alcoholic person. I'm not no smoker, a drinker, none of that. Drug use. I'm not. Oh no, especially that. I don't mess with none of that. Never did, and I don't want to see what it is. So yeah, I think I'm gonna come back and I might say a little bit more something about the people, like talking about the generation and stuff on my daddy's side or whatever. So I guess I just named the video. Um, speaking about the genetics or the bloodline, or talking about the background, the I don't know the culture. I don't know culture. The culture on my daddy's culture on my daddy's side, his culture. I was talking about the this the side. Well, I don't know the culture on my daddy's side. My daddy's the culture on my daddy's side. That's all. Peace and love to my people of color. I'm out.